All right, let's start out at the top of the mat. Turn your palms forward, press down through your big toes, and then lengthen through the crown of your head. Soft knees, strong hips, strong belly. Inhale your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhale. Send them back and down and away. Inhale, two hands all the way up. Tap your shoulder blades. And then arms to your sides. Bend your knees a lot. And bring your ribs to your knees. Gentle fists inside your elbow creases. Just let your head hang here. No and yes. All right, soft knees, arms to your sides. Rise up. Reach a little higher. Tap your shoulder blades. And then release. Arms behind you. Catch your elbows behind your back. One foot steps just slightly ahead of the other. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then exhale, fold forward. Soft knees, rise up. Excuse me. Trade your legs, trade your hands, put the other hand on the outside. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Then you rise up again. Step your feet back to each other. Inhale, two hands to the sky. Exhale, arms to your sides, fold. Inhale, extend your flat spine. Heart forward, look forward, lengthen through the crown of your head, and then ground your hands and step your feet back to tabletop. And first, your middle fingers are forward, and you've got the big wide visa space between each fingertip, and you bring your body around in some circles, pressing through those fingers. And then the other direction. All right, big toes together, knees apart, hips back towards your heels, forehead down towards the mat. Lots of breath. Back to tabletop. First, bring your left foot forward and put it between your hands, and then bring two hands to the sky and look up. Exhale, hands sweep by your sides. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands sweep. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands sweep. Fingers interlace behind you. Arms straighten, palms lift, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then fold inside your knee. Rise up, two hands to the sky. Look up. Hands to either side of your foot. Right hand roots, left hand rises. Gaze up. Hands either side of your front foot, hips forward, heart forward. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. And then draw back, front leg straightens, gaze to belly. Inhale, hips and heart forward, lengthen. Exhale back. Your own breath. Front foot meets the back foot. Hips to heels, take a breath. Right foot forward between your hands. 2 hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, hands sweep by your sides. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands sweep. Inhale, arms rise. Fingers interlace behind you, arms straighten, palms lift, lengthen through the crown of your head. Bow inside your knee. Rise up, 2 hands to the sky, look up. 2 hands to the earth. Either side of your front foot, left hand roots, right hand rises. Gaze to the top. Hands either side of your front foot, hips forward, heart forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale back. Front leg straightens, gaze to belly. Inhale, hips and heart forward, lengthen. Exhale back. Front foot meets the back foot. Hips to heels, take a couple breaths. Come to standing on your knees. Extend one leg out to the side. Left hand towards your left knee, right hand up. Release your wrist in one direction. Other direction. Reach a little higher. And then towards the side wall. Look up at your thumb. Now, all the way over, follow the same plane to the other side. And your hand grounds underneath your shoulder. And then your left hand goes straight up and your gaze is to the top. All right, rise up. Come to the center. All right, the other side. Right hand towards your right knee, left hand up. Reach a little bit higher. And release your wrist in one direction, the other direction. Keep reaching, extending. And then without leaning forward, without leaning back, come to the side, gazing up at the top. All right, reaching up and all the way over. Your hand comes to your side. And then your right hand reaches up. Gaze to the top. Rise up. Bring two knees underneath you. Bring them to each other. And bring your hands to your low back with your fingertips pointing up. And now make your hips strong and lift your bottom ribs. And then let your shoulders fall away from your ears. So strong hips. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, release your shoulders. Your own breath. Now unwind. Find Hasta Bandha in your hands. Lift your knees. Navel draws you back. Downward facing dog. Walk out the backs of your legs here. Heart forward to plank. Hold this for a breath or two, really feeling to press up between your shoulder blades. Make your plank as high as it'll go without lifting your hips. And then exhale, and elbows are so close to your ribs. And then inhale, tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Throat leads forward, heart leads forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, extend your flat spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms to your sides, rise to standing. And now take 3 breaths here. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, hands lift up. All right. Step your right foot way back. Your left foot's forward. Stack your knee bone on top of your ankle bone. And then your hips and your heart are open to the side wall. Your left hand's forward. Your right hand draws the arrow back. Back. Check on your front knee. Make sure it's still pointing at the base of your second toe. Fingertips reach away from each other. Left hand to the sky, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, Ardha Virya. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. 2 arms, 3 breaths. Think about heart open to the side. So that, yeah. All right, now back to warrior 2. Left hand up, inhale. Exhale, forward, forward, forward. Arm bone comes to the top of your leg. Your other hand comes down, forward, up by your ear. Reach away from your back pinky toe. If you want, your hand can come inside your foot, maybe on top of a block. All right, now reach forward, down, and then back to warrior 2. Now, step your feet together, hands on your hips. Bring your tailbone around in some circles, one way 3 times. Other way 3 times. Inhale, 2 hands to the sky. Exhale, arms to your sides, fold, bend your knees. Inhale, extend your flat spine. And exhale, step your feet back to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet to hands. Inhale, extend your flat spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms to your sides, rise to standing. 3 breaths here. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, hands up. Step your left foot back. Nice, long, deep step. Stack your knee bone on top of your ankle. Right hand's forward, left hand draws the arrow back. Reach your fingertips back away. Sit a little deeper. Make sure your hips and your heart are open to the side wall. Draw your navel to your spine. Think about hugging your legs into their sockets. Make your hips strong, belly strong, lengthen. Right hand to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhaling up. Exhale, forward. Again. Inhale up. 2 arms, 3 breaths. Back to warrior 2. Right hand to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward, forward, forward. Arm bone to the top of your leg. Left hand down, forward, up by your ear. Reach away from your back pinky toe. And maybe bring your hand to the inside of your foot. Hips and heart open to the side. Bring your hand down, forward, down, and then back to warrior two. Step your feet together. Hands on your hips. Bring your tailbone around in some circles. One way, 3 times. And then the other way, 3 times. All right, inhale, 2 hands to the sky, look up. Arms to your sides, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, extend your flat spine. Exhale, step your feet back to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet to hands. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms to your sides, rise up. 3 breaths here. Step your right foot back. Long, deep step. And first, bend your front knee. Bring your left hand forward and let your right hand draw this arrow back. So use this motion of pulling this arrow back in order to open your hips, open your shoulders towards the side, and then check on your front knee. Make sure it's still pointing at the base of your second toe. Make sure that your 10 toes are all grabbing the mat, and then reach your hand back behind you. Left hand up, inhale up, exhale, reach forward. Inhale, Ardha Vira. Exhale, reach. Inhaling up. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Now, your version of pascimotanasana. So maybe your arm comes to the top of your leg. Maybe your hand comes inside your leg. But you don't want your butt sticking out too far behind. You don't want to be leaning too far forward. You want everything to kind of be in one plane here. So maybe you got to stay up here, and that's cool. Just keep 2 long side waists. Work on activating your belly, activating your hips in order to kind of hug everything to the center place. And then your hand comes down, forward, and then back to warrior two. Now, straighten your front leg. So you have 2 straight legs. Left hand to the sky, inhale. Exhale, reach forward, forward, forward. Now your hand comes somewhere along your leg, and your other hand comes up towards the sky. Maybe you can reach all the way to your big toe. But the same thing, you don't want your butt to be sticking out too far behind. You don't want to be leaning too far forward. You want your fingers and your toes and your belly button and your nose all to be in one more or less plane. Hands come either side of your front foot. Lift your back heel. Front foot meets the back foot. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet to hands. Inhale, extend your flat back. Bring your hands all the way up to your knees so you can really feel that extension. And then exhale, soften your knees and fold. And then bend your knees a bunch in order to bring your arms to your sides and rise up. 3 breaths, prana mudra. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, arms reach up. All right. Step your left foot back, right foot forward. Stack your knee bone on top of your ankle, right hand forward, left hand draws the arrow back. Back. Use this action to strengthen your belly and hips. Pull the shoulder back, pull the hip back, ground the 10 toes. Fingertips reach away from each other. Make sure your front knee bone's pointing in the correct base of the second toe place. Right hand up, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale up, Ardha Vira. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Reach. Forward, forward, forward. Arm bone to the top of your leg or hand inside your foot. Other hand comes down. Forward, up by your ear. Reach away from your back pinky toe. Warrior 2. Hands come either side of your front foot. Oh wait, nope, sorry, we're not doing that yet. 2 straight legs. Okay, 2 straight legs. Right hand reaches up again. Okay, here we go, towards triangle pose, Trikonasana, reaching forward, forward, soften your knees. Your hand comes outside of your foot or towards your big toe or somewhere along your leg, and your hips and your heart are open to the side wall, and your left hand reaches up and you gaze to the top. Soften your front knee, hands either side of your front foot. Lift your back heel, front foot meets the back foot. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Ground your knees. Cross your ankles, come to your seat. Roll back 3 times. All right, now hug your knees into your heart. And start to think about making your belly real strong and lifting from this place. Your heart lifts towards the ceiling, like there was an imaginary string at your heart. Lift it up. Okay, so now bring your arms to the outsides of your legs. Now, depending on where you are today, this might be your boat pose. You might just have a little boat, and that's totally cool. The most important thing is this imaginary string keeps getting lifted. Don't let it collapse. No crunching in the low back. You can experiment with straightening one leg. You can experiment with straightening the other leg. You can experiment with straightening 2 legs. But don't forget to lift that string. Bring your knees to your heart and rock yourself back 3 times. Bring the soles of your feet together. Tuck your fingers underneath your heels. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, come forward. Heart towards your toes. Then you rise up. Bring your knees together, hands to your sides. Maybe one leg, imaginary string lifts up. Maybe one leg lifts, maybe the other leg lifts. Soles of your feet together, fingers hook under your heels. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen. And then exhale. Bring your heart towards your big toes. Bring your belly button towards your heels. Rise up. Bring your knees together. All right, rock back 3 times. Last boat pose. Find your variation. Soles of your feet together on the mat, fingers under your heels. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. And exhale, fold forward. All right, knees together, roll back 2 times. Third one, come all the way to standing. All right, hands on your hips. First, find your big toes on the mat and find your 4 corners of each foot. And then bring your weight over to the right foot and lift your left knee up. And then open your left knee out to the side. Bring your foot first bring your foot like a kickstand, like so your toes are on the ground and your heel is on your shin. And then I want you to really press through your standing toe and lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel how that brings everything into better alignment. Okay, now maybe bring your hands to your heart center. And then think about scooting your foot up the side of your leg. So you can use another hand and bring it up higher. But then remember, pressing through your big toe and lengthening through the crown of your head. Find that engagement in your hip where your leg feels like it's home in its hip socket and your hips feel very, very strong. And then maybe experiment with some of the other arm variations. If you want to really challenge your balance, you can look up. All right, hands to your heart center. 2 feet to the mat. Inhale, 2 hands to the sky. Arms to your sides, bend your knees, fold, hands to the earth, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, left hand roots, left knee bends, right hand reaches up, gaze to the top. Maybe tuck your right arm behind your back if you like. Heart towards the sky. All right, unwind. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms to your sides, rise to standing. 3 breaths here. Exhale, hands come down to your heart center. Inhale, hands reach up. One more time. All right. Hands on your hips. First, find your foundation. Strong hips, strong belly, lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel how home 2 legs are in their sockets right now. You can kind of grab muscles around your bones and feel it real strong in the hips. Okay, so now lift your right knee, open your right knee out to the side, and then bringing your heel along the inside of your ankle, using your toes as a kickstand, bringing your hands to your heart center, and then pressing through your standing toe, lengthening through the crown of your head. Strong hips. Feel that integration, your leg and your hips and your belly and the crown of your head. Okay, now maybe start to bring your foot up the inside of your leg. Maybe even use your hand in order to help it get where you want it to be. But then remember that engagement, your big toe through the crown of your head and that strength around your hips and belly. And then maybe experiment with some arm variations. And release, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, extend your flat spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Right hand roots, right knee bends, left arm reaches up, look up. First reaching up and then maybe tucking your arm behind your back, heart towards the sky. And then unwind. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms to your sides, rise to standing. Hands touch at the top. Tap your shoulder blades. And then arms to your sides. Bend your knees, fold. Inhale, extend. All right, here you go, plank. All right, so now vasisthana. All right, so vasisthana starts out looking like plank, and then you roll to one side of your foot. And your wrist is under your shoulder is on top of your shoulder, and your other hand reaches up. If this is hard and you're losing your balance and you need some extra support, bring your top foot in front of you, because that'll make you still use your core muscles. It'll just give you a little kickstand. Now gaze to your top thumb. Two hands to the mat. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heart forward to plank. All right, vasisthana on the other side. Weight, bring your weight to one arm. Stack one shoulder on top of the other. Take your leg variation. If you like, left hand up. Gaze to the top. Two hands under your shoulders. Ground your knees, belly to the mat. Walk your big toes down away from the crown of your head. Walk your pinky toes down away from the crown of your head. Now stretch your arms forward. Bend your elbows, hands come together behind your head like prayer. Thumbs on the back of your neck, shoulders press away from your ears. Breath is deep and smooth and even. Two arms are forward. Now, inhale, lift two arms, two legs up. You can always bring your hands underneath your shoulders if you need a little bit easier variation. Exhale, cheek to one side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cheek to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Your own breath, two more rounds. All right. Bring yourself onto your booty. Your left leg extending out. Right foot on the inside. Nope, I changed my mind. Feet together in front of you. Hands on the tops of your thighs. All right, so first, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, start to walk your hands forward. So make sure that that same place in your low back that you didn't want to crunch in boat pose is not crunching here. So you might want to use a strap in order to really get that extension from your tailbone through the crown of your head. So once you have that extension, you notice your pelvis has to tilt at the same time as the rest of your body. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen your fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Forward folds are like waves. Okay, rise up. Get your strap out of your way. Keep it handy though. Left leg extends out. Right foot on the inside of your left leg. Now you can strap your left foot. Shoulders line up with the ball of your foot. Two thighs press down. Inhale, lengthen. Legs in their sockets. Kneecaps draw towards your hips. Lift your pelvic floor, navel to spine, shoulder blades flat on your back, chin towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. You can walk your hands up on your strap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. All right, right hand on your pinky toe, left hand on your inner heel. So your arms are crisscrossed with your right hand on top. Now lengthen, so you can even kind of pull your foot, your pinky toe towards you in order to lengthen through the crown of your head. And then look between two arm bones past your bent knee. All right, now right arm reaches up as high as you can reach your fingertips so that your whole lengthened spine is following behind your right hand. Your left hand comes to your right knee, your right hand comes behind you. So your foot is flexed, toes spread wide, lengthen through the crown of your head, belly button to the right, exhale your air. Inhale, press down evenly through two thighs, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, heart to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Unwind, belly button the other way. All right, trade your legs. Right leg extends out. Left foot comes to the inside of your thigh. Get your strap involved on your foot. Square your shoulders to the toe of your foot. And then draw your kneecap towards your hips, legs in their sockets. Lift your pelvic floor, navel to spine, lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, deepen your fold. All right, left arm forward and oh, here we go. Left hand is gonna reach your pinky toe, right hand on your inner heel. So lengthen through the crown of your head here, and then look between two arm bones past your bent knee at the side wall. Heart comes between your arm bones, face comes between your arm bones. Now your left hand reaches forward and up, and the whole rest of your body follows. Right hand to your knee, belly button to the left, heart to the left. Inhale, lengthen, look over your left shoulder. All right, unwind. Belly button points the other way for a counter pose. All right, two legs extend out again. So you've got feet close to each other, knees close to each other. And you've got your strap. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, hold. So back to pascimotanasana. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. So find a few breath cycles here. Get a little deeper. All right, now, your right hand is on your pinky toe, on your left pinky toe. Your left hand is on your right inner heel. So if you don't reach your toes, that works out anyway. You can put your right hand on your left outer thigh and your right hand and your left hand on your right knee bone. You're crossing your arms. And then you're looking under the top arm at the sidewall. So either your right hand's on your pinky toe or on your shin. Your left hand is either on your right heel or on your knee. Lengthen, 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 and look between two arm bones. With your heart, try to make your heart open to the sidewall like it was in pascimotanasana in the beginning in those first flows. And then unwind, and we've got to do the other side. So now your left hand has to be on top. So towards your pinky toe, and your right hand is towards your outer heel on your left hand. So left hand on your right pinky toe, right hand on your left outer heel. So lengthen. Maybe your arms don't quite reach that far, and that's fine too. Lengthen, and look between two arm bones at the sidewall. Unwind. Rise up and come onto your back. Hands by your sides. Knees up, feet close to your booty. Press to your big toes. Keep hugging a center line with your knees and lift your hips up. Sit on your hands, legs in the air. Or you can always strap your feet. Arms out like wings, ground your feet. Let your knees fall to one side, look away from your knees. Feel the other side. Feel both sides evenly. Make sure you feel both sides a couple times. And then as you become ready, just check in with yourself. See what are the other poses and counter poses you need to feel. And then maybe hug your knees one last time into your heart and rock a little left and right. And then extend yourself out onto the mat. Hands at your sides with your palms up. Shoulders away from your ears. Every inhale fills you completely. Every exhale empties you entirely. Wiggle your fingers and toes and reach your arms to the back wall and stretch. And gently, as you become ready, slowly roll yourself to a side. Stay there for a breath or two or three. And then gently, as you are ready, come to your comfortable seated position. Hands at your heart center. Now inhale, hands spread wide. Sip in a little more air, and then exhale, hands together. Your own breath. Namaste.